What's going on, my stock market bulls and bears? I am your host, Terry Z, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Buying a Dip. Alright, so in this video, we're going to get into the stimulus check and what progress we do have on it right now. So I got two clips here I'm going to show you first. We're going to listen to them. First clip here is going to be Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin. He did an interview here a couple hours ago. Let's watch his clip right here.
We proposed a one-week extension at $600 so that while we negotiate a longer-term solution, at least all those people don't lose their money. And I'm surprised that the Democrats won't agree to that. They are insistent on having this as part of a larger deal.
Okay, so that was Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin. He's part of the White House. He's kind of like the middleman between the Democrats and Republicans. They tried to do a one-week extension for the $600 unemployment boost, but the Democrats want no part of that. And basically, we're going to get down here to Nancy Pelosi and how she feels about them trying to extend it for just 1 week, why they can hash out their differences and see what is going to happen here.
We have been for the $600. They have a $200 proposal, which does not meet the needs of America's working families. And it's a condescension, quite frankly, because they're saying really don't need it. They're just staying home because they make more money at $600. So the idea that they made a proposal is really not actually factual.
Okay, and what Nancy is getting into here is basically that the Democrats, like a few months back, in the HEROES Act, basically said that they want $600 extended up through January of 21. Then the Republicans came out and said that they might only want to do it to here, as you can see. Republicans, Democrats are sharply divided on enhanced unemployment assistance through the HEALS Act, which is the HEALS Act provided by the Republicans, which they don't agree with the $600 boost, and they want it to go to $200, which is a $400 decrease, which is really crazy, really crazy. That's a big jump. I believe there's like almost 20 million Americans or something like that on unemployment right now. It's a lot of families. It could even be higher than that, actually. But it's a lot of people. It's like 11% unemployment rate. So that's a pretty big deal. And basically, to sum this up, our Republicans feel that they don't want to increase the unemployment because they don't want people to stay home and get paid more for staying home than going to work. And the Democrats feel that this is the once in 100-year lifetime event that basically, yes, there may be a small portion of people that will go and take advantage of getting the money. And a lot of people, this is their first time ever on unemployment. So, you know, it ain't their fault that the companies closed down. And as they say, when 10 people is let go through a company, only about 2 or 3 is going to get their job back. But actually 7 or 8 people think they will get their job back. And that's why even in here through end of July, the unemployment rate keeps going up. So let's get into this part right here. And let me find it right here. Alright, so right here. We anticipated that we have a bill, but we're not there yet, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said on Friday in reference to the August 7th target date. Now that's a very important date because if they do not get something passed through both houses, through both the Senate, that basically we're going to have to wait till September. They have a month recess. Are you kidding me? I mean, who gets a month recess? I mean, this is ridiculous. I swear they were just on a recess. And I mean, in all fairness, the Democrats did produce a bill back like 2 months ago, and the Republicans wanted to wait and see. Now we waited and see, and basically nothing's any better. If not, it's actually worse. We'll get in here to the next part of it. Through Congress adjourned for the weekend for Friday, Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Charles Schumer met with Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and the White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows on Saturday. Pelosi said the weekend meeting was productive in terms of moving forward, but the two sides remain apart, CNBC reported. So basically what that means is, from the videos that I watched, that basically both sides put out on the table what they want. Now they just basically, now they know what each other wants, and now they need to hash out the details to see who's going to give a little bit. You know, it's going to be a give and take a little bit. And here is a chart. It's very, very helpful. So this is an important chart right here. So yeah, here we go. The original CARES Act was passed by the Senate on March 25th, passed the House on the 27th. It was signed by the President on the 27th. First checks were sent out April the 15th. Now we have the HEALS Act was proposed, negotiations 7 to 9 days, deadline to pass. So here we go. The final, whether it stays the HEALS Act or gets changed to the HEROES Act back to what it was, these are important dates right here, guys. So if the Senate can pass it on August 6th, and if the House can pass it on the 7th, that is the important date, because that is when Congress goes on recess. As long as they can pass it before the 7th, then the President can sign it by the 10th, which would be that Monday, I believe. The first stimulus checks could be sent out on August 24th of $1,200. Now, there's been a couple proposals out of people wanting to do $1,000 per people and then $1,000 per child and dependent. I don't know if that's going to fly, because that's not really fair to people that don't have dependents and don't have children. I think they should just keep it to $1,200, keep it simple. It's already in the system. They don't have to change the amount. They don't have to change the income levels. Just keep it the same as it was in the CARES Act. Now here's the bad news. If it doesn't pass before this August 7th deadline, I mean, they don't get back into Congress until September 8th. That is going to be brutal. And I think this could do devastation to the businesses. Because as we know, when people got the stimulus check, the economy was booming. I mean, I can say, at least around here where I live in Maryland, the economy was booming. People was spending money. People was going out, you know, which is what the actual government wants you to do. They actually want you to go spend that money, because for every dollar spent, it gets circulated through the economy like 10 times. So they'd rather you do that than put it in your bank account. But I can't blame people for putting in their bank account, because our government has kind of let us down. I mean, if you look at other countries, they've been getting stimulus checks monthly, and the United States has gave us $1,200 for 4 months. Guys, it's been since March. Well, now April. I mean, they need to start giving some monthly checks, maybe some. I mean, I'm a big fan of $2,000 a month. I mean, I think that's really what they need to do. And also that reoccurring monthly checks, because that's how other countries have been handling the virus and beating the virus. They're paying their people to stay home and not go out unless it's necessary. That way then people have money to pay their bills. They don't have to worry about how they're going to pay their rent, how they're going to pay their mortgage. Can they make their car payment? Can they get groceries for their kids? So if you give people money, it'd be a lot easier to stay home. You know, you can DoorDash some food home, you know, Grubhub some food home. So yeah, but if they don't pass this until September, I mean, we could be looking at the week, basically end of September, the 28th. So that is pretty bad news if it doesn't pass by August 7th. I really hope, for the sake of my family and all of my viewers and all of the United States, that Congress can get this passed and on Trump's desk by August 10th. That way people will have a check by the end of August. That is a heck of a lot better than the end of September. So alright guys, if you found this video helpful, please go and smash that like button. Please comment down below. I will reply to you. Also, I know this wasn't a stock video, but I think this pertains to stocks because when people get stimulus, they invested in the stock market. And guys, I have a link down below. Download Robinhood. Use my link up your bank account, but each get a free stock. I will open up that free stock on the channel and thank you for that. And guys, remember to subscribe. And guys, when in the stock market, always remember, buy the dip.